everyone, welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Y'all good? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. Today we're having another gun collection video. If you're new to the channel, I do my gun collection videos by manufacturer. Why do I do it by manufacturer? Because it's just too many for me to bring to you all together at one time. So I break them down so you guys can really get a feel of exactly what it is that's going on in the video. So with that being said, today's manufacturer is Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson was a manufacturer that I deep dived very, very early in my shooting journey. And I realized that in the beginning, the grips were quite aggressive for me. But as I progressed in this learning experience, I learned to appreciate and understand why it is that those grips, their signature grips, why they feel that way. So today I enjoyed them, so I have many of them that I am going to share with you. So up first, I am going to give you the least favorite of my Smith & Wesson collection, and that is this right here. Now, this is the 9 Shield. The pistol is clear, and it has the Crimson Trace laser flashlight integration on it all in one. Now, if you see, it kind of covers the trigger guard completely, which is quite interesting to me when I first started. And I was like, you know what? They look like they're giving you everything that you're going to need in one. If you need a flashlight, it's there. It's not optic ready, so that really wasn't a thing for me in the beginning. So that really didn't bother me. We do have a fluorescent. These are actually, as a matter of fact, these front sights were replaced. I have the Trijicon fluorescent front sight on here, if you can see that. So I really was trying to make this something that I loved and enjoyed. The grip was not an issue. I did not have any pinky hang off, but I did find that the pistol was very snappy for me. So it really turned me off early when in my carrying journey, and I realized that no, this is not for me. So I had to replace this with something else so that I can be comfortable. Comfortability is very, very important, especially when you're carrying. So this is the M&P 9 Shield. All right, that was number 1. Number 2, we are going to talk about one of my favorites. The pistol is clear, and this is the M&P Shield Plus. The Shield Plus gives you a nice capacity. It has 13+1, and the shoot is absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy and recommend this firearm here because it does have its snappiness, but it's nothing that's not controllable. So once you practice with it and you get the groove for it and you really become one with what it is that you're carrying and shooting, it becomes a very nice shoot. And I have compared this with some other firearms, and this has come on top. So again, this is the M&P Shield Plus, chambered in 9mm. Ooh, really nice. Okay, up next, again, I'm just grabbing a box because I'm not sure what they are. And this is my Smith & Wesson 10mm. Now, this has given me a run for my money on multiple occasions.
Hey, look.
What? Who's that girl? This has really given me a run for my money on multiple occasions, and I am disappointed that they could not get it right. Now, when I say, okay, well, I have an extended magazine on here. This has a 15+1 on here, and as you can see, I did have some laser etching on here. So it does say Yoke Gang. So this is the official Yoke Gang 10mm. Yes. So oh, and it also says it right here too. Very nice. Now, On my initial review on this firearm, as I was shooting, I was having a pretty nice time shooting this, and the firearm is such a beast. It literally sheared the screws on my Holosun, and the Holosun came back and busted my forehead. So that was strike one. I had to take it to a gunsmith, have the screws removed, did all the good stuff, whatever, took it back on the range, and it happened again. So when I tell you that this firearm is insanely powerful, and it just, I don't know why, I don't know if it's the screws. Now, mind you, my gunsmith actually mounted the scope for me with screws that were graded for the firearm that should have withheld the strain of the 10 millimeter, but it was not successful. And as you can see right here, the screw, one of the screws is actually still lodged into the slide. I will be contacting, there's so many of them I gotta contact the manufacturers about to get them fixed, because they just can't hold up to the yoke getting straight. So this is my M&P 10 millimeter Smith & Wesson. All right, up next, we're gonna just grab another black box. And this black box is one of my faves. The pistol is clear, capacity 17+1, and this is the Smith & Wesson metal M&P 2.0. What a beautiful shoot. I'm riding the Holosun on here. This is the HS507C with the solar panel, and it is a world of fun. Super flat shoot. I really, really enjoy this. It looks amazing. When I first saw it online, I expected and I thought it was going to be a lighter metal color, but it turned out to be just a little darker than what I was expecting when I actually found one and saw it in person and actually picked that up. But the trigger is amazing. The feel is nice. You have your pick rail option underneath. You can ride your X300 on there, and it's a great firearm. I really enjoy this so much. If you have not seen these videos on this, make sure that you check it out, because you will see how much these are enjoyed. And the Smith & Wesson metal, chambered in 9 millimeter. All right, let's pick up another box. And this box is another awesome shoot. This is the Smith & Wesson 22 Victory. This literally feels like a BB gun when you shoot it. There's no magazine in here, and the pistol is clear. It is such a flat shoot. Yes, it is a 22, and I do understand it, but if you just want to go clean and, you know, hit that steel and just get that nice enjoyment out of what it is that you're doing, this is definitely what you would want. Now, I do want to compare this to the Ruger, and that should be coming soon. You do have your threaded barrel on here. Your sights are great. You have your fiber optic rear sight and front sight, and the weight on it really maintains that flat shoot. Although, again, it is a 22, but it does not move. Make sure, all of these, I want you to go back and check out, because they are pretty much awesome shoots. So the Smith & Wesson 22 Victory, and it looks good. You pull this out at the range, you look like you know what you're doing. All right, so let's get another box, and let's see what is in this box. This is my Smith & Wesson Super Carry, 30 Super Carry. The capacity on here is 16+1. Feels great in the hand. There's nothing in that magazine, and the pistol is clear. This little tiny thing is also a great choice for carry. In my opinion, The compactness of this is just amazing. No pinky hang off. It feels good in the hand. You have a nice fluorescent front sight, and you have your night rear sights on here too. Your flat trigger is also a great plus on here, and it is a nice shoot. Very nice shoot. This is the Smith & Wesson 30 Super Carry. Very nice. All right. And up next, let's go ahead and get into these hard cases. All right, this one is the latest and the greatest of my Smith & Wessons. This is the new Smith & Wesson 22 Magnum that just been, I think this was a first quarter release. And this has a great capacity. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's a lot. The capacity on here is crazy, and the pistol is clear. This is also,
I think it's about
almost 30, or is it 20?
22, I don't know.
No, I think it's, I think it's more than 20, but it's a awesome capacity on here. My issue, my issues, especially with the Victory, is capacity. So once you're out there, you're playing, boom, it's over with. But I found that this continues to feed that rush when I'm shooting, and I really enjoy this. This was a very nice put together. It does very much so look like the 5.7. The feel, the grip is very nice. The trigger is great. You also get you some pickerel space on here. It is optic ready. You have your fiber optic front sight. You have your blacked out rear sight, and it comes with 2 magazines. And the magazine just falls very, very nicely. The Smith & Wesson 22 Magnum is also one of my favorites. Super shoot. Super nice shoot. All right, so up next, let's get this other black hard case right here. Now, I know what's in this one. This is my Smith & Wesson 5.7. Also, a super shoot. Beautiful shoot. This has 22+1 of that 5.7 incredible round. The pistol is clear, and it is amazing as well. Super great shoot. This has your standard Smith & Wesson front and rear sights. You do have cuts in the slide. This does not ride. It does not have a safety on it. It does have that Smith & Wesson Performance flat trigger on here, and you have your pickerel space on the front. It also looks like this is a threaded barrel. Correct, this is a threaded barrel, and it is optic ready. This was a nice shoot. Now, I did a comparison between the Ruger 5.7 and the Smith & Wesson 5.7. If I could rob Peter to pay Paul in the 5.7 combination, I would have a killer 5.7 pistol, a Frankenstein. So, you know, I enjoyed the grip on the Ruger more, but I enjoyed the shoot on the Smith. So either way it goes, it is an amazing shoot, very nice. This grip is kind of wide, so I'm gonna show you when I mean wide. It's just not, you know, I don't feel like, oh, I'm sorry. You got it? The grip is kind of wide, and it's not very comfortable for me, although my hands melt in the, you know, for that nice firm grip on here, which the 5.7 is also a very smooth round to shoot. So again, it's just, that was my only real issue with it, was the grip. But it shoots beautifully, and it's here, and it ain't going nowhere. So this is the Smith & Wesson 5.7. We're gonna put this one right here. Now, let's get this box here. Oh, that is a pretty big box in it. Yes, this. Okay, now this one here is one of their special edition things that they put out, and this one is, it's not giving me the exact name of it, but it comes with your firearm as well as your knife. So this is how it comes, like so. So you have your 2 magazines, your knife, your coin, and your firearm. Let's pull this out, if I can. Let me see. Let me look at this coin. Okay, it's a spec series. That's what this is the M&P spec series. Put this down. And this one has the Crimson Trace red dot on here. Let's do a quick clear check. The pistol is clear, and you have 17+1 on here. This also was a nice shoot, but again, it's just that trigger, that C trigger, I just do not enjoy. I do not enjoy it, but their performance flat triggers I have really enjoyed very much so. I probably need to bring this out again. It's been a while since I've actually shot this, and just reintroduce it to you guys if you're new to the channel. Okay, so again, this is the spec series, M&P spec series, say that 10 times. M&P spec series 9 with the Crimson Trace, the knife, and your coin. So that's this one. You like that? Okay, so now we're gonna get into some wheels. All right, and up first, we have this blue box. Now, if you're familiar with this blue box, you know what is in here. And this is one of my favorites. My Smith & Wesson, I gotta leave it in here just so that you can appreciate that. My Smith & Wesson 500. Yes. What a great, fun shoot. She is clear. There is nothing in that wheel, and she is wrong. My Smith & Wesson 500. Absolutely love it. I was so excited when I was able to get my hands on here. She does have the ports in the front, and this huge rubberized grip is definitely what you need because it's a beast on the range, and it's so much fun. Yes, especially when, they hear you shooting this in your stall or outside or wherever it is, and they come and they check in. What is that? What is that? Can I see? Can I shoot it? You got to give them a quick, what is it? What's the word? A quick little rundown as to, be careful, whatever. Make sure you have a nice firm grip on here because she will get away. And just to see their expression when they shoot it is great. I love it. My Smith & Wesson 500 revolver, absolutely beautiful. All right. All right, and last but not least, See that? Performance Center. See, perfect. Facing in the right directions. Look at this. Holy smokes, Yoke. What in the world is this? Look at this beautiful Smith & Wesson 460 XVR. Pull this out at the range. Pull this out at the range. They gonna wanna know who you are, where you got it from, and who you know. because this is great. Let's do a quick clear check on here. And she is clear, as you can see. Great, awesome. They really understand what is going on here when they put these rubberized grips on these revolvers, because this is definitely what you need to actually shoot this. Now I am looking for a nice optic to put on here. You have your bipod, so if you want to shoot it from the bench, if you want to shoot it from, you know, extended, whatever it is, I mean, it is a world of fun. Super, so much fun. And I'm laughing and I'm smiling the way that I'm smiling because I enjoy this so much. And it is October, so we might have to get some pumpkins or something with this animal and share that with you so that you guys can see what it is we're working with this 460. Absolutely great, beautiful, beautiful revolver. My Smith & Wesson 460. Let's put that here so that you can appreciate that a little bit. So that is my Smith & Wesson collection. We are going to run down, we're going to come down here and we're going to do a quick rundown as to what, look at that girl holding that thing up. And we're going to do a quick little rundown on what it is that we have here. All right, so we have our Smith & Wesson 9. This is the Spec series with the crimson trace and the threaded barrel. Right here we have the Smith & Wesson 5.7 with the threaded barrel and the performance trigger. Right here we have the Smith & Wesson 22 Magnum, super trigger, great shoot, absolutely love it. Right here we have our 30 Super Carry Smith & Wesson. Right here we have our Victory 22 Smith & Wesson. Right here we have our Smith & Wesson Metal with the Holliston as well as that performance trigger, very beautiful. Our Smith & Wesson 10mm, it would have had a Holliston on there, but it can't stay on there because it just won't hold it. Also a great shoot. Right here we have our Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Absolutely love this pistol. Right here we have our Smith & Wesson Shield with the integrated crimson trace laser light combination, chambered in 9mm. Right here we have our Smith & Wesson 500 revolver, chef's kiss. And last but not least, we have that Smith & Wesson 460 XVR Performance Center. So what did y'all think? What did y'all see? How did y'all like what it is that I have in my Smith & Wesson collection? Let me know. Drop that in the comment. Is there anything that Smith & Wesson has that you would like to see on the channel? Also drop that in the channel and I'll be more than willing to go out there and review that for you guys. Yoke Gang, I wish I can say I love it when things work, but I do want you to check out www.yokegang.com. Pick up a t-shirt or patch, or even better, join the Yoke Gang All-In membership. Y'all already know I love y'all for life.